right, welcome back to another show of Pull Yourself to Pieces. I'm here.
Yay.
And-
Yay.
And the crickets are here.
Crickets that say yay. That's right. We're back. We're like poltergeist. They're back.
You know,
Yeah. What?
last week was our first episode that we had done. We hadn't done any episode in 2 months.
Right.
So when I promoted it on Anchor, I wrote in there that, Pull Yourself to Pieces 3.0.
3.0. All
Let's see
right.
how much we can keep going.
Okay.
We're going to quit
All right.
again, and now 4.0.
Hopefully our 2 listeners are still with us and enjoying
We
the
had
show.
8 listeners this week, so we improved.
No way.
We
8
yeah.
people with 8 people with nothing better to do. Wow.
Right.
That's
Now we just lost them.
it boggles the mind. Speaking of my mind being boggled,
What else is new?
something interesting happened this week that affects half the population. You know what that is?
Yeah, I know what you're getting at, and it doesn't just affect just them. It really should affect us all. But you're right. Directly, it affects half the population.
Yes.
The other half of us that have a conscience, yeah, it should affect us too.
Easy.
What could you be talking about?
I'm talking about the Supreme Court overturning Roe versus Wade. And
Oh, how could that have happened?
And that's not a debate on how to cross the Potomac, by the way. That is a landmark decision that allowed women to legally have an abortion.
Now, how did this get overturned after 50 years? I don't understand.
Seriously? How did
Yeah.
it get overturned?
Yeah.
Well, let's see. The Republicans basically stack the deck of judges in their favor on the Supreme Court, starting with when Obama tried to appoint a judge, and Mitch McConnell said, sorry, you get no judge for you 1 year.
Why? Why was he banned?
Because McConnell knew that Obama would hire a liberal, and so McConnell cheated him out of that.
Oh,
and then, of
because
course,
they had the control over the Senate.
right. We had Ruth Bader Ginsburg passed away, and then Obama was ready to appoint somebody. In fact, he was ready to appoint Merrick Garland, and McConnell shot him
There
down.
is such a problem here.
Yeah, McConnell shot him down. Okay.
The Supreme Court judges, there was 9 of them, right?
Yes, I believe
Yeah,
so.
they should not be part of a decision of the House of Representatives or the Senate at all. I'm sorry, it should be a whole separate thing.
First of all, we
should have
shouldn't
term limits too.
We shouldn't have 9 people making decisions for us.
That's another problem. They
That's a
should have
big
term
problem.
limits. It's way too many people,
Yeah.
and I get it. Of course, you want to do an odd number, so you hope. But it's weighted right now, isn't it? Like 6 that are Republican leaning.
It's in the Republican favor right now, which is why Roe versus Wade was overturned. And now there's a lot of
what's next?
A lot of people are fearing that what's next is going to be gay marriage is going to be absolved, and you won't be able to, marry whoever you want at this point. And I'm worried that the thin line between separation of church and state in this country is going to be sliced
Literally.
into pieces, and they're going to try and push their Christian dogma on us and make us conform. If that happens, I'm definitely going to war. I'm going to war. I have a box of rubber bands and paper clips, and I'm telling you, I can put an eye out. I can put somebody's eye out. So watch out, damn it.
There's nowhere you want to move somewhere, like out of the country.
Yeah, I want to go to Italy. I want to go to the homeland, the motherland.
Okay,
that's where I want to go. Yeah, I'd fit right in.
Yeah, this is horrible. And
yes,
what happened? What has happened?
What happened?
What has happened in the last? Well, it's before Trump. it's been like the last 10 years or so that we just the Republican side is just, I don't know,
Look,
they've
we
gone out of
we we
control.
we had Obama in office for 8 years. We made some inroads in some very progressive laws, and of course,
Yeah, but all
you
that
know,
stuff was
right,
obviously just, building on the Republican side to the point where they're like,
right,
well, this is
right,
bad. All right,
right. Of course,
eventually we get this guy out, and we're going to reverse
exactly
everything.
right. Old white men and their old white ways. Okay,
No, there's a
but
lot of young white women that are in the Senate and in the House of
well,
Representatives that are the same.
they
I've seen them.
they're
You know some names. I don't want to name names, but you know what I'm talking about.
they are
What's that?
all Stepford wives. That's what they are. They're Stepford wives.
Yeah, it sure
Really,
looks like that, doesn't it?
they're brainwashed, and they will
Oh my God.
conform to whatever their husbands tell them to do.
And
Uh,
they're probably not uneducated, but they're stupid.
right.
You can be
Exactly.
that. You can be
Yes.
educated and stupid.
And
I know
stupid.
plenty of people
Yes.
like that.
So do I.
That's
You're
why we're in
talking
this situation,
you're
right?
you're
It's-
talking to one right now. No. Um, hey, wait a
But
minute.
you were
I
not
resemble
educated.
that. I
Yes.
resemble that remark. Hey,
Yeah.
so
One more thing about where we are
what?
and problems and stuff
Yeah.
like that. I don't know if you
Yeah.
read. I know you detached. We talked
I'm
about this last episode. You
I'm
detached your news.
unplugged, dude. I am
So you don't know
unplugged.
about Texas and their Republican plan that is in place right now?
I heard they want to secede.
Yeah, that's what I'm talking about. Yeah,
You know what? Let them.
I know.
Who gives a crap? Let them go.
Here's the question:
Let
how many people,
yeah.
Republicans, can we stuff in
Oh,
Texas?
a lot.
Can we
Texas
just,
and Florida. Texas and Florida. Yeah.
we're gonna have
Stuff
we're
it.
gonna end up having
What?
United States East, United States West, and
Yeah.
someplace in the middle is this
Yeah.
other country.
This other country
Trump
filled
land.
with
Trump
filled right. Filled with Bible thumping, sister humping, uh, pickup truck driving, gun toting morons. That's what we're going to have. That's
I don't know
right.
about
I
the
said it.
pickup truck part. I mean, come on. That's, such a stereotype. Really?
Yes, it is. And I'm using
You didn't
it
mention
very
like,
much.
the goatee beard thing going that grows.
Hey,
and
I
stuff.
have a goatee.
Right. So, okay. So if you
All
drove a pickup truck and you had a goatee
I
and you
don't.
had a gun, you might be half that guy.
All right. Well, I don't have a pickup truck. I do have a goatee, and I do own a gun, but it's just
Do you have a
one little-
dog?
It's no dog. In fact, I shot the dog with my only gun. So there. No, I didn't.
That's
I have
horrible.
no pets. I have no
You
pets.
shot them with rubber bands.
I had a flea circus, but they all left. Anyway,
They
so
flee.
they flee.
They
We've
flew.
already had this discussion
know.
on a previous show.
Go back. I don't know what episode it was. Go back and
I
listen to
don't
them.
either. So
Somebody
anyway, so I am. Look, I don't think at my age I'm going to be with anybody that's going to be in child rearing position.
I hate the expression child rearing. It sounds like they come out of your ass. You don't see that? Child
That's
rearing.
good. I really wish I had a snare drum and a cymbal because it's like a bang. That's
You liked
what
that?
was. Yeah, I did.
Okay.
Oh, speaking of
What rearing or
no
is
I'm gonna
rearing
change
an
the sub-
expression? That could be a expression.
I'm going to change the subject real quick.
Okay, go
And then we're going to get back to Roe versus Wade. But last
okay.
night I on Tubi, which is a free channel because I'm cheap. I ran into
to be
the
or not to be.
Dean Martin celebrity roasts. Okay.
Oh God, those were great.
And I watched them as a kid growing up, and they were hysterical.
Yeah, they were.
Last night's episode of the one I picked was the roast of Sammy Davis Jr.
Yeah.
And I can tell you that practically everything that was said about Sammy Davis Jr. would be bleeped out and be considered politically incorrect across the board.
Right.
There wouldn't be one statement allowed because of some of the language that they use and some of the jokes that they use. But yet, everybody on the dais laughed. Sammy Davis Jr. was laughing so hard, even his fake eye was tearing. Okay. He was absolutely hysterical. Dean was on the floor laughing. Don Rickles
he's
was
always
laughing.
on the floor. That's too much alcohol. But
He's always on the floor. But I mean, but just harken back to a time where you could make jokes about the races. Nobody pulled out a gun, nobody pulled out a knife. We laughed it off. We made fun of our cultural differences, and we went on our way. You could see the love in that audience, or not so much the audience, but the dais for Sammy, and the respect. And he got up when it was finally time for him to get up. He got up and he said, he said, he said, I appreciate the fact that you all made fun of me, because if you didn't make fun of me, it would mean that you didn't care about me anymore.
Huh. Well said.
Well said.
Hmm.
And that's all he said.
Right.
And he
Oh,
got and
wow.
he left. That's all he said. His wife was there. She actually introduced him when it was time for him to get up and say his piece, but that was it. He looked at the audience and said, verbatim, I just said.
Wow.
And wow, right. Make fun of me, because if you don't, that means you don't care about me anymore. So what a great episode. And the jokes were hysterical, and I really enjoyed it.
Yeah.
All right. So back to Roe versus Wade.
Yeah.
Quite honestly, I think without more young people getting into politics with progressive ideas that can win local races, and then go into the big get into politics with either being in Congress or in the Senate,
Right.
and turning this around.
Right.
I think we're headed for we're headed for the dark ages. That's what we are. That's what these old white men would like to see us back into the Stone Age, because that's when men ruled. They could grab women by the hair and drag them into their cave, because that's what it's all about.
God.
Everyone has said it before, and I'll say it again. This whole debate about abortion is nothing more than men trying to control women, because when they can't, they get upset, because they're morons. That's it. That's all I can say. Anyway, so
the debate really has nothing to do with time frame. Like,
no, it has
when a
nothing to
life
do
is
with
considered a life.
No, it has nothing to do with the sanctity of life. It has nothing to do with preserving life. George Collins said it. He said, protect that fetus, but once it's born, what? You need childcare, you need welfare, you need food stamps. You're not able to pay for that baby, that child. We don't care about your baby at that point. The minute it's born, nobody cares. But while it's in the fetus, protect it, guard it, make sure that life is preserved. So
There's something else was well said.
The epitome of the epitome of hypocrisy from the right. Okay, basically from the right. And you and I spent at least 31 episodes not being political. We decided not to go there, but anymore. You know what? I don't care anymore. No. Seriously, it's time.
And I'm not like I want to make sure that I'm it's known that I'm not like anti-Republican, but I don't know what's going on in the Republican Party. It's falling to pieces. It's out of control, and I hate to see that. I don't want to see that.
Yeah,
Well,
they look. They have no good policies, Bill. They have all right. So let's talk about immigration.
Forget about if you go do a list of conservative policies and liberal policies or whatever.
Right.
There's guaranteed there's going to be a few that you and I are going to check off. But of course we're going to lean more liberal, of course.
We both know I have some conservative views and I have some liberal.
So do I. Absolutely.
Right. We're not. You have to pick and choose your fights, and I have certain views on.
I hate they have to pick a team.
Well, that's the problem.
In 2016, the family and we went to go visit some people down a couple of states, just south of you. Visited some friends of my wife, and they were like very Republican and really pushing their ideals on us. And we have always been middle of the road. And they were like, "Oh no, you have to pick a side. You have to. You have to pick a side." It was real, like,
why?
Angry, like we didn't pick a side.
Yeah.
Traitor that we didn't even pick one side. But we had to pick their side.
Well, Well, it's just like Christianity. They want you in church. They want you to conform. They want you to be a Christian because there's strength in numbers for them. So the more the merrier. They think the more people. It's just like look. It's just like the tobacco companies wanting more people to smoke because the more people that smoke, the more money they make. Just like it is, the
I
more
don't
people they can.
feel as strongly about with the whole religion thing because unfortunately organized religion ruins true spirituality and faith, which I happen to have both of
Yes,
those.
I know you do.
Yeah, I do. So
I
so
know you do.
organized
Yeah.
religion ruins that. You know what I'm saying? It
Yes,
really
it
ruins
does.
that.
It
Um,
sure does.
I'm very spiritual. I have a lot of beliefs in and faith in those beliefs. But when it comes to religion, yeah,
Yeah.
this just ruins it and has ruined it.
All right.
It's all fabricated.
Of
That
course it is.
stuff.
Of
That
course it
stuff.
is. All right.
Anyway,
Are you still with me?
sadly, yeah.
All right. All right. So let me tell you what happened in New York, in Attica.
What? Oh,
Attica,
we're
New
shifting over
York.
to some news.
Of course.
Breaking news.
Breaking news. Well, more or less. Okay. So Attica,
That's
you
breaking
remember
news, not breaking nudes, right?
what movie is Attica famous in? You know what movie?
Oh,
Attica.
attic. What's
What
that? Don't
movie?
tell me. Don't. Was that Dog Day Afternoon?
Bingo. You win.
Yeah. What happens in
That's
there
right.
exactly? I've
Uh,
forgotten.
in in the prison. Don't bend
Wait,
over. All
no,
right. What? So,
no.
oh,
Why
what
does he
happens
go
in the movie?
Attica? Why
Oh,
is it?
why he starts chanting Attica? Nobody knows. It has
Oh,
nothing to do with the nothing to do with the film. Really, seriously, it has
you're out
nothing
of
to do with the
order. No,
film.
that's a different movie. Sorry.
That's the other movie that I love. Okay,
Only that one scene is that good, really.
so in Attica, New York,
Yeah.
a New York man and a woman face fines of $500 each after they took a raccoon to a pet store to shop for food for said raccoon. And right at about that
Did they
time, one
did
of the
they strap him into the shopping cart, or was he in like a stroller? Was he like
I I'm sorry, but that information is not provided. So
was he like their child? I mean,
you're gonna have to use your imagination. So apparently they went in looking for raccoon food as if there's such a thing. And one
with
of the
their
store
raccoon.
with their raccoon. Yes, with
Maybe he was on
the
a leash.
raccoon. I don't know. I don't know.
He's a therapy
Um
raccoon.
yeah, nice try, Bill. And so one of the store workers ratted them out and called the
Oh,
authorities.
ratted. No,
Yeah.
sorry,
All right.
different rodent.
Play on words. Nice try. So Um, a State Department of Environmental Conservation police officer got an urgent, from the Erie County Department of Health about a potentially rabid, not rabbit, rabid raccoon on June 2nd. Okay, so the health
Wait,
department, what?
wait. So they saying that these people brought this raccoon into the store
Right.
with them, right? We don't know
Yes,
how. We're not sure whether they were carrying him. He was in a baby
correct.
stroller or he was on
No
a
idea.
leash,
No idea.
and they assumed that was the rabid one.
They
Or
assumed that he was
oh,
potentially rabid because raccoons are known to carry the rabies virus. Now,
oh,
all right. So the health department said the couple had brought the raccoon to the pet store for food and supplies, and the store employee contacted authorities.
wow.
Raccoons are considered dangerous wild animals because they are known to carry and transmit the deadly rabies virus. But they have jazz hands, which makes them damn cute. Aren't they cute, Bill? All right.
Yeah, that's right.
So,
All those things like
so
badgers
yeah,
and
yeah.
beavers.
The owners of the raccoon turned the raccoon over to authorities and were charged with unlawfully possessing a wild animal, which is subject to a $500 fine.
That's ridiculous. I'm sorry.
The raccoon that was confiscated from the couple was euthanized. They killed it
Oh,
and tested for rabies,
wow.
and unfortunately a rabies test can only be administered after an animal has died. How do you think the test won, Bill? Positive or negative?
Negative.
Bingo.
Yeah. Okay.
So one less raccoon in the world because idiot people had to stick their nose up a raccoon's ass where it didn't
Oh,
belong.
well,
Yes.
you would consider a raccoon a wild animal, right? We'll agree on
I
that.
wouldn't. I would no. I wouldn't consider a raccoon a wild animal. No.
Would you
No.
consider a squirrel a wild animal?
No.
You
People.
know,
People
100 years
use.
ago, squirrels were pets.
No kidding.
Yeah.
Squirrels are still pets. There are people today that have squirrels
Yeah.
as pets.
Sure.
There
Sure.
are people that have raccoons as pets.
Right.
There is a
Right.
woman that I follow on Twitter that has like 5 or 6 of them in her house as pets.
Oh, really? Wow.
Yes, really. I kid you not.
Wow. What a
So,
story.
yeah. So wait, I'm just getting started. So
Rocky Raccoon
Coon went back to his room
and
then
got
he was killed
euthanized.
because of rabies. And so
You got
you
more?
don't want to ever go into an Arby's restaurant in the state of Washington.
Really?
You know why?
They don't use beef.
Footage of a 29-year-old male manager of an Arby's. Footage. He was caught on video peeing into a bag of milkshake mix.
Oh.
And which may or may not have been distributed to some patrons in the form of a milkshake or other beverage.
That's gonna have a bit of a wang to it. What movie is that from?
A wang. Damn, I know that. I can't think of it right now. Anyway,
It was like Hollywood Nights or some weird movie.
Police were actually executing a search warrant on this guy's phone as part of a child pornography investigation. When lo and behold, they spotted the guy peeing into the bag. Now, how freaking stupid are you to film yourself peeing in the bag and leaving it on your phone? I mean, if you're going to do something nefarious,
how do you do that? Would he hold it out, or he had the phone on a little?
I
so
don't
we could see him like,
know.
hey, look what I'm doing. Woo-hoo!
You know, you need at least one hand to hold that thing. You need at least another hand to hold
pretty
the
good,
bag.
actually.
So who's holding
There's
the
a
camera?
talent.
I don't know. Who's holding the phone? I don't know.
Oh, that's horrible.
Needless to say, the manager made one court appearance last Wednesday on child porn allegations and another on Friday for the new allegation of second-degree assault with sexual motivation after they found the 16-second urination video. So this guy peed in that bed for 16 seconds.
Oh, my God.
That's a lot of piss. That's all I can say.
This guy's the manager. That's even scarier. I mean, imagine he's supposed to set an example.
He ended up telling detectives that he didn't, if he doesn't remember if he threw the bag away.
Oh,
so but that's BS. He knows exactly where
I had to go really bad, and I just happened to see something.
Wrong.
Peed in there.
So he couldn't remember.
It was my big gulp cup.
Oh, he couldn't remember if he threw the bag out. He said he was working alone in the restaurant that night and that he did it for sexual gratification.
Oh God, what a
how do you get sexual gratification out of peeing into a bag of milkshake mix?
I don't know. I don't want to think
nobody
about it.
knows, Bill. Nobody knows.
Please tell me he's not still working there.
He's
on the night shift now.
Arby's made him vice president of corporate. He told detectives that he didn't. If he didn't throw the bag away, if he didn't throw it, it would have been added to another mix by the next shift and served to customers.
Oh God, you're making me sick. You got anything else?
Yeah, his bail was originally set from $5,000 and it was raised to $40,000
to pee off.
To pee off. And so that's why you don't go into Arby's in Washington.
Got it.
There's some wackos there.
I don't even know if we have Arby's over here in New York. You got them by
hold
you?
on. Arby's? Yeah, we have Arby's
I don't know
here.
if they're here anymore.
I actually have one about 3 blocks away.
Oh.
from where I live. All
Check
right.
that milkshake.
So, all right.
Do the
So,
sniff test if the milkshake smells funny.
all right.
All right. Well, you got something else?
Oh, I got lots.
Oh,
I got lots,
geez.
buddy.
We're already on
All
25
right.
minutes here.
So what? What, you got something to do?
No. Maybe.
You know, our listeners are having sex to this right now because it's background noise and it's very, very soothing and relieving.
I wish they'd send us some videos of that.
That would be nice. All right. Well, in the UK, you know where that is, right?
In the
UK?
UK. Right.
Right. A UK tribunal of 3 men have ruled that calling a man bald, if you look at a man and say, "You're bald," it is sexual harassment.
Okay. All right. I'm okay with that.
So you would be. So the tribunal, and I'm bald too, but I'm bald by choice. Now,
Wait a minute. No.
Yes, I'm bald by choice. I shave my head. I took
so
control.
you're balding by choice, but you're bald by choice. Okay. All right.
Correct.
Whatever.
Play on words.
Yeah.
That's right. The minute I see hair, I lop it off. Okay, so this tribunal, whose members alluded to their own experience with hair loss, meaning they're all bald, also compared calling a man bald to commenting on the size of a woman's breasts. How do you draw a comparison there? I have no damn idea.
So telling a woman that she has small breasts is sexual harassment. Yeah, that sounds like that would be.
Well,
why is that?
Well, I mean, you're picking on a not so much a sexual organ, but you're picking.
It's not.
On
That's a problem. Your head could be a sexual organ.
In what way?
Oh, it can be used for. It can be used for a lot of different sexual things.
Input only.
Well,
input
no,
only.
your tongue. That's an output.
Oh, all right. So all right. So
I mean,
one extremity,
ears.
Your head.
I mean, you could use. There's a lot of,
I'm starting to worry about you. Anyway, so
where do you think the expression "head" came from? All right, sorry.
Oh, all right, very good. All right. So these 3 members of this tribunal, which is a judicial body that hears workplace disputes, said that since baldness was more prevalent in men than women, using the word bald as an insult therefore related to a protected characteristic of sex. And that's how they derived the idea that calling somebody bald is sexual harassment. Boy, talk about twisting things to go your way. Unbelievable.
I guess. All right.
Yeah. So apparently this guy named Finn worked at this company which manufactured stuff. And
we're on a new one? Oh, okay.
No, same one. A workplace a workplace argument ensued with his shift supervisor, and this guy named Jamie King referred to him as a bald C-U-N-T. I cannot say the word. Called him a bald C-U-N-T to his face. And then
those Britons love to use that word.
Yes, they do. And then this guy
bloody.
Right. But yeah. So Finn complained not about the use of the bad 4-letter word, but was offended by being called bald.
Oh.
So yeah, that was the straw that broke the camel's back. So he ends up taking it to the court, and the court sided with him, obviously, and so he won his judgment.
Did he win money?
Well, he won something. He won his claims. He won his claims of unfair dismissal, wrongful dismissal, being subjected to detriments and sexual harassment. But he lost an additional claim for age discrimination. He was trying to shoot the works on that one.
Yeah, really. Wow.
Yeah. So in the UK, don't you dare call somebody bald because it's as bad as sexual harassment.
Okay.
All right. So, and guess what's happening in Alabama?
Oh, Alabama. Oh boy.
All right, in Alabama, a woman,
Afraid to guess.
in Flomaton,
Yeah.
Flomaton, Alabama, was seen fleeing on a lawnmower, pulling a small um, cart with a large A sign cheering on the University of Alabama sports. So apparently, she found this sign, and it's a giant A,
Mm.
and the sign depicts somebody cheering, or the A is cheering on the University of Alabama. So low speed getaway, even slower than OJ. So
She
she's
stole the sign?
she's pulling the sign in a cart with a lawnmower. So police are looking for it. And I'm thinking, well, she shouldn't be that hard to find. Follow the blades of grass. It's
Yeah.
like leaving little pieces of bread. Um oh, by the way, she actually so she stole the sign. She don't know We don't know if she stole the lawnmower,
Oh.
but she did steal the little cart that was attached to the lawnmower. So police are now searching for this woman. There's a picture of her, and it is a profile, and she has a mask on. She's got a big beer belly, sleeveless
Sweet.
blouse. Yeah. Oh yeah, my kind of girl. Anyway, on a lawnmower. Can't identify what kind of lawnmower it is. But I'm
Oh.
looking at the sign that she stole, and it's a pretty funky looking sign. And
Oh
so
boy.
that's what's going on in Alabama. Low speed theft is happening in Alabama, and I got
Watch out, John Deere. Whew.
watch out. Oh, I got one more for you.
Oh, one more. Okay. Whew, thank God. What you got?
Hold on. Coming up. Give me a second here. Give me a second here.
Mm-hmm.
All right.
Mm-hmm.
This is happening in everybody's favorite place, Florida. All right.
Okay.
Now, all right. Okay. So get out of my way. All right. Pop ups. I hate pop ups. Okay. So a Florida bride, a woman,
Yeah.
and her caterer were arrested after pot lasagna allegedly sickens wedding guests.
Pot lasagna.
Pot lasagna. The duo are facing multiple charges, including tampering, culpable negligence, and delivery of marijuana. So,
Wow.
they basically prepared all this food and laced everything with marijuana. Don't know if it was meant as a joke. Don't know if it was meant to get everybody mellow. Don't know.
Maybe they were
We have
confused. Someone said you got to cook it in a pot. Oh.
oh ah yeah yeah. So the
No.
caterer describes herself as a holistic chef. Holistic chef. Okay, whatever you say, baby. And so the wedding, which was attended by around 30 to 40 guests, took place at the Springs Clubhouse in Longwood, Florida. When deputies were called to the scene, they spoke with a male guest who reportedly requested an ambulance because he was, quote, feeling weird, and said he felt like he had drugs inside him. Yeah. So, according to WESH, a local television station, several other attendees were transported and treated at local hospitals after they experienced sickness and feelings of being high/stoned.
Oh boy.
So, some of the items recovered at the ceremony laced with pot were chocolate covered strawberries, bread, cookies,
Oh.
brownies,
Wow.
of course, pudding shots,
Wow.
and a
Ooh.
handful of lasagna. Now,
Hey, that was a
um,
potluck dinner.
Potluck dinner. There you go. Oh, you're so funny, Bill. And then I think it's funny when it's described as a handful of lasagna. I mean, stick out your hands. I'm going to put some lasagna in there. I mean,
no more
seriously.
plates. You just got to use your hands now.
Yeah. All right. All right. So
Wow.
there you have it. So
Wow.
yeah, so those two idiots, the woman and her caterer, turned themselves into authorities and were booked.
Crazy.
Yeah.
Crazy news. That was all crazy news. Wow.
Absolutely crazy news. Oh,
All
yeah.
right.
All right. So you want
You want to
take a
go
break?
away and we'll come back and do some loony laws?
Can I go away and stay away? No. All right. We'll
Yeah.
go away. I'll go away and we'll come back.
I hope we will, and hopefully Ray will come back. All right.
I
We'll
promise
be right
I'll be back. All right. Bye.
Right. This is Bill, and you're listening to Pull Yourself to Pieces, the podcast, hosted on Anchor. You never heard of Anchor? Anchor by Spotify is a podcast host platform, and it's an easy way to make a podcast. We picked Anchor because they have everything we needed all in one place. You can record and edit a podcast from your computer or even right from your phone. Then you can have your podcast distributed easily to multiple platforms, including Spotify, Apple Podcasts, Google Podcasts, and much more. And did I mention it's free? That's right. Anchor is free. Download the Anchor app or go to anchor.fm to get started.
Welcome to Celebrity Kitchen.
Okay, and we're back, and welcome to a segment that we call Celebrity Kitchen. That's right. We
That's
have
what we
an
call it,
actual.
yep.
We have. That's true. We have an actual celebrity with us, and
Oh,
he's
thank
gonna
you. You
tell
call
us-
me a celebrity?
not you,
Not
not you, not you.
I
So
believe
who's the
he was
celebrity?
referring to me.
Oh.
Michael Caine. That's right.
Well, sir, please, we'd
Cat's
like to
out of the
introduce
bag.
you. So the cat's out of the bag. So who is with us tonight is the English actor, a very famous actor. Michael Caine is with us tonight. A big hand,
all right.
a big hand for Michael
Woo.
Caine.
You know, I'm Sir Michael Caine to you.
Oh,
Oh,
you.
oh, sorry.
Greatest thespian actor to walk the earth. As you know.
oh.
And
Wow.
also a great celebrity chef.
Well,
Are
we
you
hope
now?
so.
Well, that's why you're here.
All into this show.
Right.
Yes. I read
Like-
somewhere that your recipe for fish and chips is second to none. Do you care to elaborate?
Yes, I've made many movies, including fish and chips. Let's discuss some of them. You know who I am? I'm Sir Michael Caine. That's right. Sir Michael Caine. I've been in
He's Sir Michael
hundreds of films.
Caine.
I can sing, I can dance, I can do anything. I'm getting older.
I don't remember.
But go ahead.
I don't remember.
Not-
I don't remember the movie
You know
Fish and
you're
Chips. I
interrupting.
must have missed that one.
I'm not sure either. Fish and
Go
chips.
ahead, ask
Did
me
you
and-
play
I-
fish or you played chips?
Wait, are you sure you're not referring to Goodbye, Mr. Chips?
No, blame it on Rio. There were
Wait,
fish in the sea when I was having sex with a young girl on the beach in that movie. And I'm an
that's-
older man then, but I'm still charming because you know who I am? I'm Sir Michael Caine.
Oh, right, sir.
Michael Caine.
Sir
He's
Michael
British.
Caine.
You
Yes.
And I'm
Yeah. I see that you're a big fan of Yorkshire pudding. You want to tell us what your secret ingredient
yes,
is?
I have loads of friends in Yorkshire. I've got family there too. I've made some movies there, you know.
Okay.
Have you?
Because he's an
When I
actor.
walk
You know.
through the neighborhoods there, they go, "Oh my God, it's Sir Michael Caine," and I go, "Yes, it is me, Sir Michael Caine, the
Did you,
greatest
like-
thespian to walk on stage, film."
Wait, did
I'm
he
just-
say he's a lesbian?
Excuse me.
Did you say you were a lesbian?
The
What did you-
thespian.
I said
Oh,
yes.
I'm sorry. Headphones need to be charged. My bad.
Yes. Go ahead. I'm ready for another question.
You know, Ray.
Bill?
Here I am.
Yeah.
I
Michael,
know that his real name is
Michael Caine.
No, I don't know if that's his real
Michael
name. Okay. All right.
I'm
Sir.
going
I think his
to-
name is Sir Michael Caine.
Sir
That's
Michael
right.
Caine, but
Right.
Sir
His
Michael.
first
Caine.
name is Sir now.
That's who I am.
sir.
Film
I heard that he has a
Yes.
recipe for
I
shepherd's
can-
pie.
Shepherd's pie.
Yes.
Shepherd's Pie, of course. Do you know, I've made a few movies that involved shepherds. There were dogs following me around. And they tried to steal the scene from me, but of course, you cannot steal the scene from Sir Michael Caine. Never.
Oh,
I was
wow.
the greatest. But, things happen.
What?
What are you going to
What has happened? What has happened?
Dogs die.
Dogs die.
We had to use a few shepherds for this movie that I was making.
Oh.
Where I walk through a tunnel and someone tries to mug me and I kill them because I'm Sir Michael Caine, the greatest actor to walk on the face of the earth.
Wow. What's going to happen when
I'm
you
very
pass?
serious.
I mean, who's going to be the
do
next
comedy.
greatest actor?
I can also do very, very intense drama, Shakespearean. I'm just the greatest. Sir Michael Caine at your service.
Speaking of, I read somewhere that you like bat wing soup. Could you tell us about that?
Yes. Do you know that as an actor, you never blink? A greatest actor will not blink. That's to show your
Really
love for the art. And that's what I do. I do not blink when I make a movie. And I also like to make movies in warm weather.
Okay.
Not cold.
Outside, I prefer to make a movie in, say, the Bahamas or somewhere nice. Because everyone does what I want because I am Sir Michael Caine. That's me. That's right.
Ray, I heard that his inspiration was Humphrey Bogart.
Is that right?
So you like
Bogey?
No.
Bogey, huh?
My inspiration was Sir Michael Caine.
Oh,
That's who my inspiration is.
Everything's changed,
Lesbian
Ray.
actor to walk the face of the earth.
Did he
I
say
think
lesbian
he was
again?
born knighted.
Do you think that I sound a little bit like Katharine Hepburn?
Just a bit.
I feel like I do.
A male.
Yes. Because you know why? Because I'm a greatest actor, and I can be Katharine Hepburn if I want to, because I'm Sir Michael Caine.
Who knew that?
I'm still waiting to hear about this bat wing soup that you talk about. I mean, you must have to collect a lot of bat wings to make soup, don't you think?
I would think one would have to collect lots of bat wings, but speaking of bats, I was the greatest Alfred ever.
Oh, for crying out loud!
Of course,
all of the Batman movies.
Only
me
and the ones in the future. They'll never be a better
than Alan Napier, who played the original Batman television series. But I was better because
what an accomplishment,
Sir Michael Caine.
Sir, the world's greatest actor. Right?
Austin Powers was based on Michael Caine. Did you know that? Who knew that?
Oh,
did you?
Didn't do me any justice, I'll tell you. He looked more like Jerry Lewis to me.
Yes, as the Nutty Professor.
What else would you like to know about Sir Michael Caine?
Well, how do you feel about getting old? You're not going to be around here.
Oh, can't be old. I won't get old. I'll always remain.
You're going to keep acting even after you're dead.
Maybe. If there's a way,
maybe
I'll be back. I'm Sir Michael Caine.
He can channel himself through Misty.
Yes.
Yeah. There was a movie where you had to drive an Austin mini car throughout the movie, and there was a remake recently. What was it like driving the little car? Did you feel emasculated, being in that tiny little car?
Absolutely not. I'm Sir Michael Caine, and I wasn't Herbie the Love Bug. That was an Austin Martin,
That's right. No. That was a Mini Cooper.
Oh,
that was a Mini Cooper that you drove it. Right.
If I was in it, it's what I say it was because.
All right.
Michael
sorry, sir.
Thank you.
Ray, he's supposed to be really good at impressions.
Yeah.
Really?
That's what I read.
Michael Caine. Well, who can you do, Sir Michael Caine? What impressions do you do?
I can't even do Michael Caine. Don't know what you want from me. I thought it sounded better this morning. I'm slipping into Katharine Hepburn here. My head's even shaking a little bit.
Let it go. Just let it happen.
What's happening here? Well, I think I blew it.
So, Katharine, what was it like starring opposite Spencer Tracy?
Oh, I loved Spencer. He was what a man he was. Oh, very large in the,
What was he now?
the department that really matters. That's why
Ah.
my head shakes so much.
Oh, jeez.
He used to love that. Spencer. Oh, where are you, Spencer? When I need you now. I don't know who I am anymore.
You know, I know he also
Michael
was
Caine.
idolized John Wayne. Can you do John Wayne?
Yeah.
No, maybe not.
I don't think so. Pilgrim.
No, there was a time that Sir Michael, that you were able to do a really good Burt Lancaster. I remember hearing something about.
Burt Lancaster, get your face out of my face.
There it is.
Atlantic
You were-
City.
You were in that movie Birdman of Alcatraz. What was it like playing second fiddle to a bird?
Bull crap. I'm Burt Lancaster. Do you know I stepped on a bird?
Oh,
Stepped on
Tried
the
to take
bird.
the scene from me. Tried to steal the scene from me. Never. Stepped on his little head. Oh, sorry.
Oh, jeez. You have to bleep that out.
yeah. That'll get bleeped.
So, Sir Michael, can we have you back, please? We wanted to ask you about.
I believe I'm here. What can I do for
Oh,
you?
thanks. Good.
Remember
What
to-
an actor! What an
Yeah,
actor!
Michael
He-
What?
Caine.
What? Truly, just
Michael Caine. Michael Caine. Michael Caine. Michael Caine.
So, desserts. What's
No,
your
stay with
favorite
me.
dessert?
My friend
What?
Higgins from Magnum. Magnum. Where are you, Magnum? Hello, Magnum. This is Higgins. Apollo, Zeus, back. Magnum. Get out of the beach house, Magnum. I'm losing it, boys.
Yeah, I think so. I think it's time to say goodnight. Well, thank you, Sir Michael
think-
Caine, for
I
coming
think
into our
Johnny
studios. And
Do you think Johnny Depp looks like Higgins from Magnum?
not
believe he
particularly.
I haven't
Okay.
noticed
How
that.
he does.
Oh, maybe
Yes.
he does.
All right. All right.
Yes, it's time for some drugs. Also,
Yes, I heard he had a bad experience with marijuana once. So
Who did?
Michael Caine, Sir
Michael
Caine.
Caine.
Sorry.
So
Yeah.
you had, sir, you
Sir
had a
Michael-
bad
Michael
experience.
Caine. Michael Caine. That's me.
You had a bad experience with some marijuana.
It said he
You
smoked
said-
one joint and he couldn't stop laughing for 5 hours. That's what
Hmm,
Is that right? Yeah.
I don't recall.
Yeah. And if you had the munchies afterwards, what would have been your favorite munchie to grab for? What would
You
have what that have been?
Hmm. Sir Michael Candy Caine.
Candy cane. He's got to get his name out every time.
Yeah,
I give you credit, Ray, for trying to get them to mention some kind of food. I mean,
No, it's not going to happen, Bill.
All
It's
right.
not going to happen. All
there,
right.
there
well,
we go. Celebrity
Thank
Kitchen.
you,
Well,
gentlemen.
yes.
Well, thank
again,
you, sir.
Thank
sir.
you. Thank you, Sir Michael Caine, for coming to see us and giving and being such a wonderful guest.
Yes.
We thank you very much. We basically learned nothing about your culinary.
no, just about his method. Well, I'm not even
the-
sure about that. I don't-
Yeah, but
method to his
Michael Caine,
madness.
the world's greatest actor. That's right.
Yes.
Blame it on Rio.
blame it on Rio. There you go. Thank you so much.
Thank you,
Good
sir. All right.
Thank you, sir.
It's time for Loony Laws of the Land.
Back with another installation of Looney.
Installation.
What?
Installation? What are you doing? What are you thinking? You're thinking about your house now, aren't you?
Yeah.
You're gonna install something.
Installment. That's close.
You're gonna install that gazebo you made?
An installment.
All right,
of Looney
install
Laws.
on this current episode.
And we got some wacky laws for this state. We are going
Okay.
to
Yeah.
drum roll,
Yeah.
please.
John,
Indiana.
Wait, hold on.
Indiana.
And these laws are on the books, correct, Bill?
That's what I read.
All right. So you can
Okay.
get arrested for some of these things that Bill's going to read right
That's
now
what
if
they
you're
say.
in Indiana. Okay, Indiana. It's named after an American Indian named Anna. For those of you that didn't know that. Yeah, I looked it up. Yeah.
Okay. All
All right.
All right.
Yeah.
All right. I'm not sure how to pronounce this. Terre Haute?
Just Terre Haute.
Terre
Terre
Haute.
Haute. Terre
Okay.
Haute.
In
Yeah.
Terre Haute, Indiana, you are not allowed to spit on the sidewalks. Ray.
But everywhere else is okay.
Yeah.
Cars,
Right.
benches, people, pets, but not the sidewalk. So don't
they
you
will
dare spit
fine
on
you
the
up to
sidewalk
$100. Wow.
if you spit on the sidewalk.
Yeah.
Well, look, look. If you're walking down the street, nobody wants to get squished on a loogie. You don't want to step down and all of a sudden,
That's true.
it's like stepping.
That's true.
It's like stepping on a clam. It's
That's true.
probably not going to be a good feel. And you could slip and fall on one of those things.
All right. Okay. Fine.
So that's a semi good law. Semi.
All right. All right.
You sound
well,
you sound disappointed, Bill.
fine. Puh.
Okay.
I spit on you. No. All right.
Yeah.
In Warsaw, Indiana, it's
Yeah.
illegal to chuck your couch at your neighbor. First of all, that's got
Yeah.
a pretty small couch if you could chuck it at
Yeah.
your neighbor.
Yeah, and he's definitely going to see it coming. There's no way you can surprise him. There's no way he goes to the authorities and said, "That son of a bitch, my neighbor, he threw a couch at me and he clipped me right on my shoulder." Come
Right.
on.
What, he comes out and he's like, "Hey,
Yeah.
neighbor," and you throw this couch at him.
Right. Hey, could you give me a hand with this? Whack. Yeah. All right. But Billy, again, you realize at some point this happened.
How did that
Somebody-
happen?
Somebody threw a couch at his neighbor.
Boy.
Okay. Go
All
ahead.
right.
Yeah. Yeah.
Okay, so in
Yeah.
the state of Indiana, the whole state,
All right. Whole state.
you either have to pick kissing or having a mustache.
What?
That's what it says.
What?
Yeah. I'm not even understanding that.
Read that again.
You either have to pick kissing or
Yeah.
having a mustache in the state of Indiana. It is illegal to
It's-
choose both.
Oh, so you. So if you're a man and you have a mustache, you're not allowed to kiss anyone?
I guess not.
But where aren't you allowed to kiss them? That's what I want to know. Are we talking lips? Are we talking buttocks? Are we talking thighs? What are we? Fingers, toes? What are we talking about here?
I don't know. What a
And-
weird state. Wow.
I wouldn't. Yeah, no shit. And I wouldn't want. I wouldn't want to be the guy that sits there to try and pick one. Kissing
Oh.
or mustache? Kissing. mustache.
I'm picking kissing.
It's like when I had to decide between blowing up the house or moving in with Kenny. I held the phone and I'm like, blow up the house, move in with Kenny.
Thank
Blow up
God
the
you
house.
picked the latter.
Guy, thank God. All right, what's next?
Oh, Gary, Indiana.
Gary, Indiana. Oh, this is going to be good.
You
Go ahead.
must wait 4 hours, FOUR, 4 hours after
4
eating
hours.
garlic before going
Yeah.
to a movies, going to a show, or getting on public transportation.
Who's timing you? And
The
and
garlic
what-
police.
The garlic police. I want
Yeah.
that job. I want that
Really?
job. You go around with a timer and you have to sniff people's breath and you have to say, "All right, when did you eat that garlic?" And you write down on your little log, "Okay, John Smith ate his garlic at 2:30. He's good to go at 6:30." Wow. Just
Ugh.
look, nobody likes garlic breath, okay? Especially if you're the recipient of somebody with garlic breath.
What,
But how do you
I'm going to get fined? Really? Come on.
how the hell do you uphold this law? Tell me.
I don't know.
How do you uphold this?
You got me.
Yeah. Okay.
That's spicy.
That's the spicy stuff.
All right, this one's scary.
Uh-oh.
On Main Street
Yeah.
in the town of Evansville,
Okay.
it is illegal for you to have your vehicle lights on at any time. I guess including at night.
If it says anytime, that means at night. So you
Oh
got
my
a lot of
God.
people. You got a lot
You
of
pull
people
you over,
driving.
yeah, your lights are on. It's nighttime, officer.
It's nighttime. So all those people driving with their lights off are using the force.
Oh my
What
God.
the hell? What the hell? You know, really, the whole middle of the country, it needs to be gutted. We just need to scrape it all the way and then push the two ends together, slam it together, and go, okay, new country.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
Apparently, Ray, in Indiana,
Yeah.
they still flog people, and you can get flogged
yeah.
by forging a check. It's
Yeah.
punishable by 100 flogs. I also
Ooh.
think it's illegal too.
Yeah, it's illegal to, besides.
All right, you're
getting
going to jail,
flogged.
and then this guy's gonna flog you.
Oh, you big strong man, beat me again, whip me again. All right, what else you got?
Apparently, in the state of Indiana, it is illegal to pass a horse. They have the right of way.
I really thought you were going to say pass wind. I didn't see the horse coming at all. That one took me by surprise completely. You're not allowed to pass a horse. Well, that means so you're driving at night with no lights on. You can't see the horse, and if you pass him, you're going to jail twice. And the odds are you're probably going to hit the thing because it's going to blend in with the night. You're not going to see the
horses
horse.
are big. I mean, come on.
Horses are big, and I know because you know the story of the horse.
All
that
right,
I
enough.
encountered.
All right, I know where you're going.
No,
Wait,
you know
what?
the story of the story, right?
What?
When I first moved here to Virginia,
No, I don't. Maybe I don't remember it.
I had a paper route, and the paper route.
I remember that.
And I did the paper route early in the morning from like 4 a.m. to 6:30. It took 2.5 hours.
Right.
And it was 75 miles long. And so here I am, a 33-year-old man delivering papers. Okay.
Yeah.
But you do what you have to do to make money. And
Right.
I talked my then wife into taking the ride with me. I woke her up. I said, "Come on, run the route with me." No, I don't want to. I said, "Come on, it'll be fun." So she gets in the car with me, and
Right.
we're running the paper route. I'm in the backwoods of a little town called Palmyra, doing 60 miles an hour down this one lane road, trees on either side, and it's just now starting to get light out. And I see something in the road, but I can't make out what it is. Now, I'm doing 60 miles an hour in a 1975 Pontiac Grand Prix, big car.
Oh
okay?
boy.
And this brown spot in the road is getting larger and larger and larger as I'm going faster and faster. To lo and behold, I can make out what it is. And it's a horse in the middle of the
Oh my
road
God.
running in the same direction I am.
Oh, he's not
So
running
now-
at you. He's
No, he's running same direction, but he's running. He's like, giddy up. Okay. So he's
Wow.
galloping. So now I have to slow down because obviously horses don't run at 60 miles an hour. I believe their top speed is about 45. So now
still pretty
I
good.
have to slow down. Now I'm trying to get around him. So I go to pass him on the left and he moves left.
He give you that
Oh
dirty
my-
look. Like, what are
No, he didn't give me dirty look yet. Hold on, you're jumping the gun.
you-
So now I try and pass him on the right. And don't you know, he moves over to the right. I actually have to fake the horse out. I get next to the horse, right? So
Right.
me and my ex turn our heads to look at the horse. He turns his head and looks at us. He looks at us. He stops short, turns around and starts running the other way. And at that point, I said
there's
to my
people in
ex,
that car.
at that point, I said to my ex, "You don't see anything like that on Long Island, do you?" And then we continued the delivering the newspapers. So that's my
Wow.
horse on the road story. So yeah,
Wow.
so sometimes they're not easy to pass, Bill. I got to tell you.
Apparently not.
Apparently not.
All right, where were we? All right, we're almost.
I don't
there,
know.
Almost there.
Passing
All
the
right.
horse, can't illegal to pass a horse. All right,
Okay.
go on.
Yeah. Okay.
Yeah.
Another
Yeah.
crazy law in the state of Indiana. It is illegal for a man to stand in a bar. You have to sit down.
Man can't stand in a bar.
I thought I'd just stand for a little while. No, buddy, you got to sit.
What does that include the bartender? Because he's standing up. You never see a bartender sitting down
Right.
ever.
What are you doing sitting down on a job, buddy? Get up.
Yeah.
I'm supposed to. I can't stand here.
Right,
I can't stand it.
I can't stand it. I can't stand you.
All right, and one last
all right.
one.
Oh,
You're going to love
man.
this one. In Indiana,
Yeah.
in the entire state of Indiana,
Yeah. All
I
right.
can't believe this one. You are not permitted to take baths between the months of October and March. Oh my God. Those are the stinky months in Indiana.
The stinky months. Yes.
No
Absolutely.
baths for you. Showers only.
What should we get Grandpa for Christmas? How about a bath? Yeah.
What if he's only got like a bathtub?
Yeah.
I guess, you got to
Well-
stand in it.
Oh my goodness. No
there
baths
you go.
between.
There's
Okay.
loony laws in Indiana.
Yeah, that's for sure. That's putting it mildly.
So there we go. Another show.
There we go. Another show.
Yeah. I think.
All right. Well, it was good seeing you again.
Oh, yeah,
And,
you too.
Yeah. Hey, you notice anything different about me?
It looks like that mole has cleared up. Yeah.
Yeah, that wasn't a mole. That was a my pet mouse.
Oh, okay.
Um,
All right.
Yeah. My pet mouse. Yeah. I've lost some weight and I'm feeling real good.
Did you reach a plateau or are you still losing? Still losing?
Oh, I got a lot. I still have a lot more to go, but it's good to get some of this off. The COVID
good.
weight.
That's
and,
good. That's good.
Yeah. All right.
All right.
All right. Well, I'll see you next week.
Yeah, we'll do this again in another week or something like that. And
Something like that. Yep.
everybody enjoy yourselves out there and
Be good to each other.
right. Be good to each
Yeah.
other.
All right. Bye.
Bye. Please check out our website, pullyourselftopieces.com.
That's right.
And you can subscribe to the show in Google and Apple Podcasts, Spotify, Breaker, Castbox, Pocket Casts, Radio Public, Stitcher, and YouTube, or via RSS, so you'll never miss an episode.
And if you enjoy our show, don't forget to give us a high rating.
And remember to tell your friends about the show.
Thanks for listening to our show, and thank you to freesounds.org and Gottlieb, Audio Mirage, Plastabrain, Cognito Perceptu, FK Prod, Mirage Taser, Shadow Wisp, D-Boss, Viku Seru, Intra Environmental Sound Project, Julian Nicholas, Carmelo Mike, G Kill Hour, 140178 Sound, CMU Sound Design, Alan Mchi, Der Super Anton, Eric H2000, Bulbastray, FK Phantom, Ultra Dust, Ada Records, Stuart Colborn, Debroid, Cubidup, GJ, Syntax Seed, Inspector J, Astounded, Madge 061785, Just Invoke, Short Record, Lorenzo Sue, and I'm Mackenzie. CreativeCommons.org/licenses/by/3.0/legal code.